Combating Ignorance. Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic. Chapter 221? Yo, this chapter of Magi. You know, this review is actually surprisingly, once again, for my speed, some of y'all may say, will be quite quick. It will. Because it did not go into super depth, although it presented a lot of great material. Now, we start off a continuation of the battle between Sinbad and Resistance. Solomon and Resistance, my bad. Another thought there. And the Magic Orthodox fleet, okay? And this time, because remember last week, the dude wasn't phased by what Solomon was doing, in all his craziness with his space-time manipulation jazz, gravity magic, whatever. He's like, yeah, your third eye closing. And that's actually what he presents this time. But except Solomon and him are already clashing. Very nice. This dude's putting up a great fight. Very nice. So it's good to see that there are definitely other powerful magicians in the Almatoran world. At this point, it's not Almatoran, as we see once again reiterated in the chapter. But the thing is, I love powerful, and you can have a protagonist, so to say, a hero plow over dudes, but he's got to at least struggle a bit. Okay? You gotta at least struggle a bit sometime. Whether it be mentally, from the psychological, philosophical aspect, or physically, emotionally, spiritually, something. You gotta struggle. And we also look at Solomon's age. Yo, I have to throw this out here before I forget. Solomon, forget about so Solomon's what, 15 or 16? Because it said at next chapter we're skipping some time and he's going to be 17. So forget a Naruto Sasuke situation. Forget a Gon Freaks, Killua, and even Kurapika situation. Forget who were some of the other ones I thought about yesterday? Forget the ridiculous evolution of the character's skill set, right? And I'll get more into that in a second. Dog, put up a Superboy Kal-El, okay? Put up a Spider-Man Peter Parker. Put up a Straw Hat Monkey D. Luffy. Put up, also forget Urameshi Yusuke. Put up a Kamishiro Yu, okay? Put up some of these. Put up a Son Goku. That's the evolutionary level that this dude is in combat prowess. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense, but it's awesome at the same time. He's so young, but so gifted at the same time. And the fact is, what sets him apart though is his mindset. I see why the term Solomon's wisdom, and he's aptly named Solomon, because if you don't know scripture, Solomon was the wisest man to ever live. Okay, as well as the richest. He was a king and all that. Now, the reason I said put it into play, and at least they limited him, and I'm glad they did this, because it said his third eye could only be open for a few minutes, which is nice to note. So he's not completely hacked, okay? It does not mean he's not powerful, but he's not completely hacked. Nice to note, though. Nice to note. So the whole third eye concept, and apparently we get more explanation, because King of Lightning talked about the connection with Eli in his last, not this current review, but the review of the previous chapter. And I had talked about, how the third eye, it talked about enlightenment. This is kind of a sort of like mix between those two, because those really powerful people in the Almatoran world had the third eye opening. It is a direct connection with Eli. So it makes you uberly powerful. And we see that coming in. Now, what was done was slick. What was done was really, really slick. How Solomon's clashing with this dude, and this dude thinks he got him because he puts up this magic barrier. First time we seen this placed, I believe. So this magic barrier nullifies all magic within, and as well as the magic of the user. The user uses it and nullifies everybody's within the circumference of the barriers, you know. And so the doggone this dude and Ugo's talking to Sheba about it. Sheba don't know what's going on. She's seeing all this craziness, and Ugo was like, "This is commonly used for suicide by magicians." I'm like, "Yo, Otaka though, what do you? Whoa, Otaka, you? That's nice. That was nicely done. I'm not for suit. I have own personal things with suicide, but as far as in another element that brings up the danger level, but Solomon already predicted. And this is what I'm talking about. This dude has the mindset of a phenomenal leader, of a general, and all this jazz at such a young age. This dude's like, nah, bro, you ain't got me. Nah, you screwed up. Summoning algorithms, and we saw them as Jin, Amon, and who is the other dude's name? Oh, my bad. But it's a Gorgon. It was Argares was the Manticore. You had Amon was of the Hermit clan. Now they're humanoid in a way. I don't know what much of a difference. We need more seeing with some of these different species. And the Gorgon. Now the Gorgons the Manticore is huge, but the Gorgons are massive. And we see them, like I said, they're in the Jinn. They're in of Solomon's 72 household members, right? And they come in there and they just wreck shop. And they protect Solomon. Solomon gets out alive. Very nice. And in that, since it was the mothership, no. They came in to save Solomon. They wrecked shop. They came in to save Solomon. But the dude who, the leader guy, he had ordered all the ships to fire on it because he was going to do some kamikaze move against Solomon. No dice. Not working. So that was nice. Now here comes the whole second part of the chapter. And let me sum it up like this. Combating ignorance, as I say, as you've seen the thumbnail, it says equality versus ignorance. Solomon goes in there, and this dude's charisma. Is some crazy. It's on some of the highest level you can get. It really is on the highest level you can get. And Sheba just is seeing the magnificence of Solomon. She's like, she's in awe. Because how can you not help but follow this dude? This dude. And he first starts talking because the Manticores, especially the Hermits and the Gorgons, they remain silent. They're there, but the Manticores are all lined up, and they got they look deep. And she was glad to see Momo rest, safe and everything. I noticed that she's focusing mainly on Momo, so it's interesting. I hope Momo doesn't die. I'm just saying, because it seems like Sheba, her metamorphosis is continuing. We see, the Manticores are like saying, yo, Solomon, I don't know what you're talking about, all this equality, Jack. We can never be equal. Our peoples are too different. Forget about just the history. And Solomon's like, yeah. You know what? Y'all got some big, powerful claws in it. And they're like, Eli gifted y'all. Y'all are a miracle race. You humans, y'all been the ones that have been gifted with magic. And Solomon's like, yeah, y'all got all these powerful digging claws. Y'all, your master, you can do all this and that. Blah, blah, blah. I get that. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All that difference, no. We can communicate. And Arba spoke in the Manticore tongue, and Ugo spoke in the Gorgon and Hermit tongue, because they're like, yo, Solomon, they're not getting you. You're speaking to three different languages, three different peoples. And he's like, oh, my bad. That was funny. That was a little bit funny. But he's speaking, and he goes, you know what, though? We do have all something in common. We all each love our own people. We share love. And he was saying, even the most devilish, fiendish magician will love his family. That's something very interesting to think about. And I'm glad I'll talk about this in there. Because I was getting around that, but, I didn't quite push it there. I was wondering. And he's saying, we all love. And then he showed the different races. And that love makes things beautiful. Even the grotesque, ugly races, it makes them look beautiful. Because even the one-eyed, those dudes look ugly, man. No lie. But when they were smiling and stuff, it was beautiful. It was beautiful as a scene. The whole family, the Manticore, Manticore was serene. Everybody was looking beautiful. The Hermit, everything. It was simply beautiful. And he's like, as you see in the thumbnail, he says, the fact that we suffer, the fact that we face the same kind of challenges pretty much for survival and all that jazz, all the emotional, all the mental, we're all intelligent. These are the things we have a thing in common. The commonality is love. We love and we suffer. That's what we have in common. And with that, we can overcome our differences. It's good to be different. And this is true even amongst humans, you know what I'm saying? Animals, it's a little bit different. We do love, I always say love animals. Oh, best believe that. Different species. But especially among humans. Yes, we come from different backgrounds. Yes, we're different. We have different views and stuff. But, have an open, respectable, honest discussion. Open, honest, respectful discussion. Hash out the differences and come together. And that's what Solomon's doing. And he's unifying them under one great leader. Now, this is the kind of leader you can follow. Okay? If you're going to have a king, I'm not really for monarchy and government and all that. But if you're gonna have something, you're gonna have a leader, because you always need leadership. This is the kind of leadership you need. Okay? Unifying the people. So we'll see what happens next chapter. Overall, I get us an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was an outstanding, chapter of Magi. Plot progression, we're inching by, but we're getting there. We're now about to skip some time, so that's good. We also, I thought about it, I'm like, character development, not really. Characterization, yeah, we actually did get some. I thought about this. We actually did get some from both Solomon and a bit from Sheba, so that was very nice. We actually got some important information, like Arba can speak in Manticore tongue now. Ugo can speak in both Herman and Gorgon tongue. We got the introduction of some other races together, and we starting to see how Solomon built. Started from the bottom, sort of, kind of. And that was very nice. And how he was willing to give the different magic, sort of, was it the divine stage? Yeah, I believe he gave a couple different, was it two? It was either one or two divine staves to each of the three races, with Amon, the Gorgon, unfortunately I forget his or her name, and Argraves. But that was excellent. And Ugo, once again coming up with the strategies and whatnot. So it's very nice to see, because honestly, the introduction of Ugo was underwhelming. But now, this dude's highly intelligent. Oh my goodness, highly intelligent. We're talking that Tony Stark, Reed Richards, Hank Pym, from Marvel. We're talking about that Bruce Wayne from DC, yeah, that kind of stuff. Ben Beckman from One Piece, just saying. Unexpected one, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on this chapter. And till next time, y'all. Peace. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night.